Hello, I'm Annapurna, tax expert at ClearTax. You can apply for GST registration either on the GST portal or through the MCA website through SpiceE Agile application form. This video will help you with the process of GST registration on the GST portal. So let's begin. Before applying for GST registration, keep all the documents and necessary information on hand. The documents and the type of information could vary depending upon the category of taxpayer you may fall under. However, the steps on the GST portal will mostly remain the same. The procedure to apply for GST registration on the GST portal is common for normal or regular taxpayers, composition taxable persons, casual taxable persons, SEZ units or developers, and input service distributors, whereas it differs for non-resident taxpayers, TDS deductors, and TCS collectors. Any type of GST registration broadly involves 3 steps. Step 1. Submitting Part A of the GST registration application to get TRN, that is Transaction Reference Number. Step 2. Submitting Part B of the GST registration application to declare details and get Application Reference Number or ARN. Step 3. Aadhaar authentication, that is eKYC, if chosen in Step 2. Please note that the first 2 steps are common for all categories of GST registration with certain differences in the details asked. However, Step 3 will not apply for non-residents, UN bodies, TDS or TCS applicants. Let me walk you through each step. Step 1. Filling up Part A to obtain the TRN. Type the URL gst.gov.in on your web browser. Select the services on home page. Registration. Click on New Registration. A screen will appear. Select New Registration radio button. Fields with red dot are mandatory. First, select the type of taxpayer under the first field. Choose the option Taxpayer if you are applying as normal or regular taxpayer, composition taxpayer, casual taxable person, SEZ unit or developer, and input service distributor. Then, enter the state, legal name as per PAN, and PAN number. PAN number is not required in case of non-resident registration where any taxpayer identification number or passport number is available. Similarly, for TDS registration under GST, TAN can be entered. Enter the contact details of authorized signatory, being an Indian, then the CAPTCHA code and click on Proceed. GST portal displays other existing GSTINs mapped to the same PAN. Click on Proceed. Enter the OTPs sent to mobile number and email ID and finish verification. TRN is generated. You can proceed to Step 2, that is Part B, either now or within the next 15 days. Step 2. Filling up Part B to obtain ARN. Go back to the home page, select Services, Registration and New Registration. This time the screen will appear where you have to select TRN radio button and enter the 15-digit number, CAPTCHA, and click on Proceed. Once again, verify using OTP. The dashboard will appear where under Saved Applications, click on the blue icon with white pen to fill up the application. You can see various tiles appear. These remain same for different types of registration except will be few in number for non-residents, UN bodies, TDS and TCS applicants. For a normal registration, under tile Business Details, certain fields are already auto-populated based on Part A. Select the Constitution, details of state in which registration is being obtained. What sector details are available on respective state commercial tax websites. For jurisdiction and range, please visit cbic-gst.gov.in/knowyourjurisdiction.html. Watch my video available on our channel for the steps. Further, you can select Yes to register as a casual taxpayer, then make payment of tax in advance and proceed. If you select Yes to opt for composition scheme, then select Few details and proceed. Moving on, select the reason for registration. If SEZ unit is selected, enter some details asked. Then select the date of commencement of business and so on before clicking on Save and Continue. Next tile is about company profile, promoter or proprietor or partner details. Enter their personal details, contact and address. Enter details and upload their photos and supporting documents before clicking on Save and Continue. Next tile is authorized signatory. Here, the details asked are very similar to previous tile. A signatory is a person belonging to the business who will be complying with all GST requirements such as authenticating the documents, returns, and refund applications. So these are crucial to be declared. Additionally, for TDS applicant, details of the drawing and disbursing officer in case of TCS applicant, TCS collecting officer belonging to the applicant is asked in a similar manner. These are persons responsible for TDS deductions or TCS collection. Next style is not mandatory. If you are taking help of authorized representative like GST practitioner, then declare the details here. Moving on to the place of business style. This is a core detail. Enter the complete address as per supporting document available on hand. To get the details of which documents are required for GST registration, watch my video on our channel. Upload the supporting documents. Select the nature of business activity. It can be more than one selection. Next, declare if any additional place of business is present. Click on Save and Continue. Additional place of business style is compulsory only if you have selected it in the previous style. Otherwise, proceed to next style called Goods and Services. Here, select the item of goods and/or services based on HSN or SAC code. If you are looking for professional help, then ClearTax provides an exclusive plan that will help your business adapt to GST implementation and caters to all compliance and registration requirements along with expert advice. In the next style, enter the bank account details of the applicant being of a company, proprietor, firm, and so on, and upload the supporting document. Moving on, enter state-specific information asked if applicable. And in the second last style, select yes or no for Aadhaar authentication. The registration application submitted by you will not be marked for a mandatory site visit if you choose to authenticate the application using Aadhaar number of the proprietor, all partners, and all authorized signatories. Aadhaar authentication is not asked for non-resident persons, UN bodies, and TDS or TCS applicants. It must be verified within 15 days of TRN generation in Step 1 by following the directions that I will be giving you in Step 3. In the last style on verification by the authorized signatory, select either of the three modes available for verification such as digital signature, any other e-signature or EVC and finish the submission. The 15-digit application reference number or ARN is sent to the mobile number and email address of the authorized signatory. Step 3. Aadhaar authentication or eKYC. This applies to those who chose yes for this in Part B of GST registration application. The authorized signatories would have received an authentication link to their email ID and mobile number. On clicking it, enter the virtual ID or Aadhaar number. Common OTP will be sent to the respective email address and mobile number. Enter it and click on Validate OTP. With this, the process of applying for GST registration gets completed. Now, the officer will respond within 3 working days about the status of registration via email. If you find this video useful, please like and share it. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be notified about the latest videos. Thank you.